Located in one of the very poor areas near Kampala, Uganda's capital, Najjanankumbi is estimated to have a population of about 40,000 people. A large number of its residents here are widows, refugees from various neighboring communities, people living with HIV/AIDS, and orphans who struggle daily to make ends meet. Within this community is Busabala Road Nursing Home. This full-scale hospital gives free medical care, maternal health care, mobile medical clinics, and literacy programs to the most poor in the community. According to the founder and director of the hospital, Dr. Edward Sembatia, 85% of those come through the hospital, especially children, have waterborne diseases, despite continuous health education. And this prompted him to commission a study to find out the root cause.
We have been treating children and adults not knowing what was the cause of the problem. But when we made a study, we found out that the water source was a problem, it was contaminated. So children used to come with diarrheas, dysenteries, and they used to die from those waterborne diseases. So we have been following this problem for over 10 years. And we came out with the idea that most of the waterborne diseases, the problem is the water source.
The water source is right next to the hospital, a poorly constructed and overlived facility contaminated by stormwater and domestic waste. Despite the availability of piped water near this community, it has remained a huge challenge for the local people to access clean and safe water due to high poverty levels. Drawing water from such a source appears to be the only option, despite the risks being obvious.
It was contaminated, polluted, sewage was entering the water source. The water from the storm water from the main road was entering with dead animals, especially dogs and cats, used to enter the water source. The place was all bushy.
It's against this backdrop that the country director of Uganda-Australian Christian organization, UACO, Edward Sembatia, as doctor, knowing the importance of water as one of the basic essentials of life required for human existence and the sustenance of all major life forms on Earth, Dr. Sembatia spearheaded efforts to have this spring well constructed.
It has taken me 5 years since I met one of the directors of BeyondWater from Australia, who happened to visit us and to see what we do as Uganda-Australian Christian Outreach. So when she arrived here, I had a time to show her the problem we had with our community water source. After going back to Australia, she sat with her committee and they came up with the idea of reconstructing and helping Najjanankumbi this problem of the contaminated water source.
On receiving a $20,000 grant from BeyondWater, Dr. Sembatia involved the community right from planning to the actual implementation of the project.
After receiving the fund, I organized the local leadership of this area, inclusive of the hospital. We sat and we finalized on the modalities on how to go about it. We formed the committees. One was financial, two of mobilizing some of the members from the community to assist during the construction work.
In fact, we had a meeting, we were called as the community and other fellow members like the Winston and even other members who are neighbors who use that well. We sat here, narrated the program of putting it right, upgrading it, and we were very happy.
The actual reconstruction work of this water source involved a number of activities, including excavation, construction, laying of culverts, and construction of trenches to divert stormwater, fencing off the water source, and later planting grass, among others. The work was executed by the technical team, supported by community members. In just a short while, community members, who are the immediate beneficiaries of this project, are already excited about the work done.
Tubaza Mr. Sembati okutukolera oluzzi olupya okusinziira ku mbeera gye lwalimu lubadde lukaddiye nnyo erudda obupya ng'era amazzi gatuyamba kinene nnyo tugeeyambisa mu bintu bingi okufumba okunaaba n'okukozesa akaawa mu waka. Kale n'abatuuze bangi balottanira olw'omulembe lwe guliko.
Ate batukoledde ekintu ky'amaanyi nnyo nnyo. Abantu baagala kujja basse ne busenyi bagende naye obucaafu nga buyitirivu okusomera okuvayo obucaafu abantu bateekawo kasasiro buli kimu kyonna nga kibeera awo nogamba neetulongosa oluzzi nga tebakkiriza nempaka muzeeyi bwe yagamba najja natukola ki natulongosiza oluzzi naye kati tulira muli tuli bulungi nnyo.
Whenever water is mentioned, what comes to the minds of most people is availability and access. But to many youth like him who are engaged in water vending, it's not just that, but a source of their daily income. There are community schools too that depend on water from this source. Children from these schools access the same well from their drinking, cooking, washing, and bathing. Therefore, improving it has saved lives for many children who are the future of the next generation. With the clean water, they'll spend more time in school and generally have a secure, healthier future.
In fact, we are very happy as the school and as the community, because at first we didn't have pure water. We could go for water and we could find stagnant water down there, and some people could step there and some could get diseases. But as I talk now, he has put there restrictions, he has put there people cleaning it, so every morning you find when that well is very cleaned. We really thank them because we are now getting pure water, and sometimes as we move around you might find other people taking even unboiled water direct from the pipe, and they don't get sick because it is protected.
In order to ensure community ownership of the water project, a water user committee was formed. Its mandate is to ensure proper use of the water source, good sanitation and cleanliness and sustainability of the well.
Obuvunaanyizibwa bwe tulina ku luzzi luno tulina okulaba nga oluzzi lwaffe luno ngeri gye tululongoosezza ne lubeera gye luzze ku mutindo ogw'omulembe bwe luti. Twagala kuluba nga tulukuuma lukole ki nga luli luyonjo kwegamba nga terulimu obucaafu bwonna era okulaba nga abatuuze n'abaana abato nga tebasuulamu biki ebicaafu mu luzzi lwaffe.
So with a clean water supply next door, this means that the hospital can spend more of their vital funds on improving the quality of care and extending their services. This is done through extension of improved health services to neighboring community, bearing in mind a healthy community is a wealthy community.
We have the community outreach program where the nurse entitled to do that visits the elderly that cannot afford to come to the clinic to buy the medication, so he visits them home by home. Then we provide free immunization. Mothers come every Tuesday and get all the vaccines against the 6 killer diseases. Then we provide community education where the youth are educated about various health issues. And we have an HIV stroke AIDS post club where the infected mothers and widows come for help. Initially, very few people could afford medication. And they would approach Dr. Sembatia for help. He was able to help a few, but since the number was growing every time, he decided to put these other services, like the other programs, to reach out to those people who could not afford. So they knew exactly which program everybody was falling under, so they would come to a particular program and get the help or assistance they needed.
As the initiator of the idea, Dr. Edward Sembatia is optimistic the success of the project will ultimately see its overall objectives of reducing the spread of waterborne diseases in the community of Najanankumbi, reduction of mortality rates in children, as well as improving the overall health status of the community met.
But now, since we have fixed the problem, I hope that the rate of deaths in children and the rate of the diseases in the community will come down, and we hope we shall have a very healthy community. I'm very, very, very grateful for the director of BeyondWater for having accepted to fix this problem. The community is very, very, very happy for this. So as one of the persons who initiated this project, I'm very happy and I'm very, very, very grateful for this assistance, and we thank the funders for this.
A dream that once ran in one man's head landed on soft hearts somewhere and was watered to bear fruits of reality through a successful novel project that will surely change many lives in Najanankumbi forever. As for the whole community of Najanankumbi, there's no amount of words that can express their gratitude to BeyondWater for making them proud of themselves again and look forward to a brighter future. If water is life, then let it flow always, so we can have life forever.